Hi, my name is Matt Fierro, and I'm your executive producer for the Colorado Stars broadcasting team. We're busy getting ready for today's stream and wanted to thank you for joining us. It's truly an honor and a privilege to be able to bring you these games virtually. We work hard to be the best broadcasting team around and appreciate all of your support. So sit back, hang out with us as we get ready to play some ball. Go Stars!
Iron Sports Productions welcomes you to the following presentation. Other than sharing the link, any reproduction or other use of the video, pictures, and accounts of this game without express written consent from Iron Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. Enjoy the game.
Good morning, everybody. Matt Fierro in the broadcast booth with you for the third and final pool play game. The Colorado Stars are taking on the 16U Ruthless team. And we'll go ahead and get started underway here. Broadcast booth still getting set up, so bear with me on that front. Gracie Sackett, number 20 in the center circle for your Colorado Stars. Due up for Ruthless, number 12. Number 12 hits that back at Sackett, throws it over to Granger in time, out number 1. Due up for Ruthless, number 1. I apologize, I'm still getting things going here in the broadcast booth. Had to set up a tent. And that's hit over to Osborne, guns it over to first in time, out number 2. As we get a helicopter flyover. Ball low. Looks like Gonzales, number 3. Mariah Gonzales. I believe that's the pitcher, perhaps. Gonzales lifts that over to left field. Fierro back, makes the play, and looks like it's a home run. Solo shot for Gonzales. And Ruthless on the board, 1-0. That'll bring up number 10, Justice Mattson. Two on one to Mattson. Two and two. Fouled out of play. And we'll do it all over again. 2 and 2. Looks like Trombley's on first, Sidney Fordham on second, Gabby Grishis playing short, with Addie Osborne playing third. Wind picking up a little bit here in Denver, Colorado. Moving right to left. Mattson hits that. And that's another solo shot for Ruthless. Ruthless go up 2-0 on a pair of home runs from Gonzales and Mattson back to back. And double zeros. Gonzales grounds it over. And the throw to first in time for out number 3. Damage is done though. Ruthless manufactured 2 runs off of 2 solo shot home runs and lead 2-0 against the Colorado Stars. You're watching Colorado Stars Softball live on Facebook and YouTube. I'm Matt Fierro, in with you to the semi-covered broadcast booth. I did throw up a little umbrella. Now the wind's picking up, so I don't know how long this will stay up, but do our best here. Mariah Gonzales in the center circle for the Ruthless. Your starting lineup for the Stars: Izzy Martinez batting first, Gabby Grishis, Delaney Granger, followed by Addie Osborne, Olivia Trombley. Batting sixth, Novana Smith, Brianna Blair, Sidney Fordham. Batting ninth, Izzy Fierro. Batting 10th, Dylan Collins. Martinez will start us off here in the bottom of the first inning. Martinez will take strike one off the first pitch. That's fouled out of play. No balls, 2 strikes on Martinez. Ball outside. Eva Martinez, number 34, behind the plate for Ruthless. And Izzy Martinez fouls that out. One ball, two strikes, says Blue. Just on the corner outside. Ball two. Counts even. 2-2. Foul back. They'll do it again. Strike three looking for Martinez. That'll be one down. That'll bring up number 26. That's Gabby Gracious. Gracious fouls that back. Gracious fouls that one back as well. Quick count, 0-2. Been picking up a little bit more. We did expect that today. Strike three looking at the knees for Gracious. 2 down. Delaney Granger, number 17, stepping up. Granger takes a swing for a strike on the first pitch. Ball outside, evens the count, 1-1. Addie Osborne, number 3, on deck. Counts 2-2 to Granger. Granger hits that fly over to first. Mattson with the catch for the third and final out. Stars still trail Ruthless. Stars 0, Ruthless 2. You're watching Colorado Stars Softball live on Facebook and YouTube. Matt Fierro, your solo broadcaster, hanging out with you for a 3-game back-to-back-to-back pool play set for your Stars on this Saturday morning. Appreciate you joining me wherever you might be. We're hanging out in Denver, Colorado. Field number 1 at Schaefer Athletic Sports Complex. Stars dropped one and won the last one. So we're 1-1 on the day. Looking to finish out with the W here. Games are an hour and a half long here during pool play. I believe this is a single elimination tournament as well. Starting off for the Ruthless here in the top of the second inning. That's number 34, Eva Martinez, their catcher. So Martinez, Moss, and Marquez due up in the top of the second for Ruthless. Martinez takes strike looking. Strike 2, 0-2. Fouled out. We'll do it again. Martinez slaps that foul down third baseline. Martinez pops that up. Gricius under it, makes the call and the play for the first out. Starting to pick up once again here. Laney Moss stepping in for the Ruthless. Number 99. I like how they have their names on the back of their jerseys. That's always helpful. The names on the back. It makes commentating a little easier anyway. Ball low. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Counts full. Now it's full. 3-2. Moss fouls that back. We'll do it all over again. 3-2. Beth, I see you out there on Facebook. My sidekick Carrie is hanging out in the stands, I think. Strike 3 swinging for Moss, and that'll be 2 down. Next up, number 9, Ariana Marquez. I'm going to check the battery on that other phone, so I'll be back. fouled out, number 9, Marquez. Count's going to be 2-2. We got 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top of the second inning. I think I got that camera going. Okay. Strike 3 looking. Gracie Sackett with their 37th pitch there. So after an inning and a half of play, Ruthless lead 2-0. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. Live on Facebook and YouTube, Matt Fierro hanging out with you today. Thanks for watching wherever you might be. Make sure to say hello in the comments and let us know where you're watching from. Always fun to see how far and wide Stars Nation goes. Having lots of fun here at the first game, or the first day of the Stampede tournament. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. That way you'll be notified anytime we go live or post new content. Leading us off here in the bottom of the second inning, that's Addie Osborne, number 3. Addie ropes that foul down third base line. 0-1. Always like to see aggressive play, swinging at the first pitch, right? Martinez lifts that. Osborne lifts that. And great play by the right fielder there. Don't know who that is, or center fielder. Makes the play anyhow, and that'll be 1 down. Next up for the Stars, number 42, that's Olivia Tremblay. Tremblay takes a swing and miss the first pitch. 0-1. I think that was Ashlyn Porter, center fielder, that made that last play. Ball high, 1-1. Ball on the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Foul back. Count's tied up, 2-2. Ball low, full count. Tremblay lifts that into the infield, middle field. Anyhow, the shortstop, Marez, makes the play, and that'll be 2 down. That'll bring up number 21, Nevada Smith. Smith dribbles that towards second over to first in time for the 3rd out. So after 2 innings of play, Stars trail 2-0 to the Ruthless. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. I'm Matt Fierro. as the wind decides to pick up a little bit here at Schaefer Athletic Sports Complex. Rain is in the forecast. Still holding off. Nice and pleasant. West looks like it's building a little bit over the foothills there. Hopefully we'll be out of here in time for that comes over. Sitting at 57 degrees as we get ready to start the top of the third inning. Starting off for the Ruthless in the top of the third. That's number 77, Olivia Peterson. Or Pedersen. Pedersen hits that over straight to Gricius on the run. Makes the play. One pitch, one out. Gotta love that. That'll bring up number 19, Alyssa Garcia. I don't know who Blue was pointing at, but she went around. That'll be strike one. Swing and a miss for Garcia. Down in the count, 0-2. Strike three looking. Two down. Top of the order to you. Thank you very much. Ashlyn Porter, center fielder. Hits that over towards Fordham. Fordham over to Trombley in time for the third and final out. So after 2.5 innings of play, Ruthless on top, 2-0. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. Matt Fierro hanging out with you today. Nothing like a 4.5 hours of softball to get your Saturday morning off to a good start. Just another day in the life, really, of a broadcaster. Word on the street is the 18s got canceled. Otherwise, I would have went and hung out with them for another 3 games. But shout out to Ron Elsis, the voice. Hope you're watching. We'll do it again next weekend, buddy. Starting us off here in the bottom of the third inning, that's number 18, Brianna Blair. Sydney Fordham in the hole. Blair swings at the first pitch for a strike. The ball, 1-1. Nice hit over to third, third over to first in time. Out number 1. Next up, number 1, Sydney Fordham, your second baseman. Sydney lifts that, center fielder under, it's playable, makes the play in time, 2 down. Next up, broadcast booth favorite, number 77. That's Izzy Fierro. Blues pointing to the outfield for some reason, but guess she went around. That'll be 0-1. What's that? Maybe. Ball high for Fierro, 1-1. Two and one. And a swing and a miss. Should be evened up at 2-2 perhaps. And that's popped up over the shortstop. Makes the play. That'll be 3 down. So 3 up, 3 down for the Stars at the end of 3. Still trailed by 2. Ruthless 2, Stars 0. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. We're live on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Matt Fierro, your solo broadcaster for today's games. This is the 3rd and final game of the triple header pool play. Stars went 1-1 so far. Looking to go 2-1. Starting off the top of the 4th inning, that's Desiree Mraz, the shortstop, number 1. Foul back. Ball on the outside. Chop ball. But stays fair. As we get a flyover by a huge, I don't even know what kind of plane that is. The thing is big, though. Looks like a cargo plane or something. And loud. Check swing foul. 1-1. That's Mariah Gonzales, the pitcher, up to the plate, by the way. Delaney Granger, number 17, is behind home plate. Had a few changes here. Fastball will move the runner Mraz over to second. Counts 2-2, maybe 3-2 to Gonzales. It's 3-2, full count. Payoff pitch by Sackett coming up. And that's lifted. Collins, Trombley, and Fordham all converging, unable to make the play. It's foul. So we'll come back and do it all over again. Got one on, nobody out here in the top of the fourth inning. Gonzales pulls that foul. This will be the ninth pitch of the at-bat. Battling there. Drop strike 3 in time. Mraz will move over to third. That'll be one down as Gonzales is out, which will bring up Justice Mattson, number 10, the first baseman for Ruthless. Popped right over to Trombley. She's got it. Checks the runner over at third. And we have two down. Due up for Ruthless. Double zeros, Marissa Gonzales, the third baseman. Gonzales takes a strike. And Gonzales lifts that back to Sackett, who makes the play in time for the third out. Ruthless will strand one. And after 3.5 innings of play, still lead by 2. They're up 2-0 over the Stars. You're watching Colorado Stars softball live on YouTube and Facebook. My name's Matt Fierro in the broadcast booth with you today. Broadcast booth is semi-covered. I do have a umbrella up. Wind's starting to pick up a little bit. Now it's moving from left to right. Just slight breeze. Still fairly comfortable and a nice day for some softball. Temperature climbing into the 60s now. We're sitting at 61 as we get ready to start the bottom of the fourth inning. So due up for the Stars in the bottom of the fourth. Going to be Dylan Collins. Then we'll go back to the top of the order with Izzy Martinez and Gabby Grishis. Leading us off, Dylan Collins, number 48, lifts that foul out of play. 0-1. Collins playing right field this game. One and one. Nice changeup by Gonzales. Counts 1-2. Ball high, 2-2 to Collins. Close. 3-2. Swing and a miss. It'll be strike 3 for Collins and the first out. Next up, top of the order, number 11, Izzy Martinez. Yeah. I didn't see what happened there. I apologize. I was distracted. Wait till it comes up. Looks like Martinez is out at first anyhow for 2 down with number 26, Gabby Grisham, stepping in. Grisham stepping out of the way. Martinez line drive to second baseman Marquez for the out. Okay, that's what happened for the second out there. Grisham smacks that end left field for a single. That'll bring up number 17, Delaney Granger. Granger takes a strike swinging on the first pitch. Way to be aggressive, though. Ball high. Next that foul down third baseline. We'll do 1-2. Wind really starting to pick up now. Ball high. Counts all knotted up. 2-2. Right back to the pitcher. Gonzales makes the play for the third out. Stars will strand 1. Still trail by 2. Ruthless 2, Stars 0. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. Matt Fierro hanging out with you today. Looks like the clouds seem to be building a little bit over just to the west of us. Kind of behind home plate here. We are expecting some rain. So we might get some during this game. We're at 45 minutes-ish. Games go an hour and a half. I predict there'll be sprinkles by the end of the game. Due up for Ruthless here in the top of the 5th inning. That's number 34, Eva Martinez, the catcher. Eva smacks that foul down third baseline. It's out of play. 1-2. Nice changeup by Sackett. Gets Martinez looking for the first out. Next up, number 99. This is Laney Moss, left fielder for Ruthless. Moss shows bunt at the last second and fouls it out. Moss slings that over to Fordham. Fordham over to first. Throws it in the dirt. It gets past her, and the runner will move over to second. Ariana Marquez, number 9, steps in for Ruthless, the second baseman. Ball high to Marquez. She's 0 for 1 today. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count, 1-1. You got 1 on, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th inning. Ball low. Nice block there by Granger. Hanging out behind home plate today. Ball low. Foul back. 2-2. Strike 3 looking for Marquez. That'll be 2 down. Next up for Ruthless, number 77, Olivia Pedersen. Or Pedersen. Pedersen. Five hole on Addie Osborne into left field. That'll score a run, and Ruthless go up 3-0 on the Stars. Bring up number 19, Alyssa Garcia. We got 1 on, 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Garcia takes a strike on the outside there. Wind starting to pick up, clouds starting to increase. No more sun here. Strike 3, looking for number 19 for the 3rd and final out. Ruthless do manufacture a run and lead 3-0 over the Stars. You're watching Colorado Stars softball live on Facebook and YouTube. My name's Matt Fierro. I'm hanging out here with you at field number 1 at Schaefer Athletic Sports Complex in Denver, Colorado. I appreciate you joining me wherever that might be today. I'm going to step aside for a second and start securing some items here in the event of weather moving in. I'll be back. Eddie Osborne starting us off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Stars trail by 3 with number 3 at the bat. Eddie Osborne. It's lifted into left field. It goes all the way back, rolls to the fence. And that'll be a double. Stand-up double and the lead batter aboard for the Stars here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Next up, number 42, that's Olivia Trombley. Ball in the dirt. Osborne's going to make it over to 3rd. Trombley smacks that into left field. Left fielder's making the play. Addie tags up. And that's a sac fly. So 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th. Number 21, that's Nevada Smith stepping in. Smith will take a strike looking on the first pitch. Coach Rob hanging out on the 3rd base side. Coach Denny hanging out on the first base side. Smith pops that into right field for a single. Next up for the Stars, number 18, that's Brianna Blair. Ball high. Runner checked over at first. Granger gets back in time. I'm sorry, Smith gets back in time. Ball on the inside. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, 1 on, bottom 5th. Bree lifts that into right field. Right fielder on the run makes the play. Sends Smith back to first. 2 down. I'll bring up number 1, your second baseman, Sidney Fordham. Ball on the outside. Easy Fierro on deck. Sidney's 0 for 1 today. And she lifts that high center fielder going back towards the fence. Makes the play in time. That's the third out. Stars will strand 1. Managed to gain 1. Still trail by 2. Ruthless 3. Stars 1. You're watching Colorado Stars Softball live on YouTube and Facebook. Matt Fierro hanging out with you in the uncovered broadcast booth today. Clouds moving in. We are expecting rain today, but later on this afternoon, if it can hold off, that would be nice. You never know, though. It is Colorado, so hard to say what can happen here. And if it does, you just wait 5 minutes, and it will change for sure. Just securing up the broadcast booth here while we have a moment. All right, starting us off here in the top of the 6th inning. Top of the order for Ruthless, number 12. That's Ashlyn Porter, center fielder. Hits that over to Fordham. Fordham over to Trombley at first in time. Out number 1. Number 1 smacks that over towards Fordham. Fordham underhands over to Trombley. Out number 2. Mariah Gonzales, the pitcher, number 3, due up for Ruthless. Nice changeup by Sackett as Gonzales takes a strike 1. Gonzales pulls that foul. Quick count, 0-2. Ball on the outside, 1-2. And Gonzales hits that into center field for a single. I'll bring up number 10, Mattson. Justice Mattson. Mattson had one of the home runs in today's game. Wind's definitely picking up. Clouds increasing here. Getting ready to set up for the rain showers here. All right, Mattson over to the short. Gricius guns it over to first in time for out number 3. Stars still trail 3-1 against Ruthless in their last of 3 games pool play set. Here to start off the Stampede tournament. I'm sure you can hear the wind picking up quite a bit here. While we'll try to keep dry. In the podcast booth. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Always helps us out here. Plus, you'll get notified anytime we go live or update any new content on the sites. Appreciate you watching wherever you might be. Thanks for joining us. Due up for the Stars to start us off here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That's broadcast booth favorite number 77, Izzy Fierro. Fierro fouls that back. Good eye for a ball. Evens the count 1-1. Ball high again. 2-1. Caught the inside corner there. A little even the count, 2-2. Ball low. Full count to Fierro. There you go. Fouled out. We'll do it all over again. There it is. Over to short. It pops through into the outfield, and that'll be a single. So leadoff batter aboard for the Stars here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Next up for the Stars, number 25, Jackie Walsh. Walsh pops that over, and Izzy's not back in time for a double play. Top of the order, Izzy Martinez. That'll put it out into center field for a single. Gabby Grishis, number 26, stepping into the box for the Stars. We got 2 down, 1 on. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Grishis is 1 for 2 on the day. And she bombs that into left field, going back at the fence. Laney Moss, left fielder, makes the play, and that's 3 down. Stars will strand 1, still trail by 2. Ruthless 3, Stars 1. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. I'm Matt Fierro, hanging out. Field number 1 here in Denver, Colorado with you. in the third game of a triple header for the Stars today. Stars have gone 1-1 on the day so far. Looking for the W here. Wind picking up a little bit. They got a flag right behind us. It's flying pretty straight at the moment. But the sun's poking out a little bit. Probably for not much longer. I don't think we'll see it again in about 5 minutes here. So. Gracie Sackett remains in the center circle for your Colorado Stars. Gonzales double zeros stepping in to start us off here in the top of the 7th. 7th, okay. That's Marissa Gonzales, the third baseman, up to the plate. And she slices that over to Addie, the third baseman. Guns it over. A little high, but Trombley able to make the catch in time. Out number 1. Looks like we'll get a full 7 innings in this game as Martinez, number 34, steps up. Martinez is the catcher, and it's fair. And that goes beyond the fencing, I guess, so that'll be a ground rule double for Gonzales. That'll bring in number 99, Laney Moss, left fielder. Moss throws that up. Heads up. Moss fouls that back. 0-1. Got 1 on, 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Foul back. The sun is gone. Moss takes a ball on the inside. 1-2. Ball on the outside. Evens the count. 2-2. Mouse fouls that back at the camera. Camera looks okay. 2-2. Moss hits that into right field. That'll score a run on an RBI double. Since it's a ground rule double, I guess it's still a ground ruled RBI double. Do they do that? I don't know. Yeah. Marquez up to the plate. And maybe Marquez didn't know she got hit, but Ump knew she did, so I guess she's going to take a walk down to first base. Pedersen stepping in as the rain starts to come down. And it got a little chilly here, so we're going to have to be creative with the broadcast booth here. As we get a pitching change, and as we do that, we'll step aside.
Iron Sports Productions welcomes you to the following presentation. Other than sharing the link, any reproduction or other use of the video, pictures, and accounts of this game without express written consent from Iron Sports Productions is strictly prohibited. Enjoy the game.
Back to the action we go. Pitching change for the Stars, number 37, Lindsay Troftgruben. Number 77, Olivia Peterson, up to the plate. And that is caught by Troftgruben. Runner goes back to first. That'll be 2 down. That'll bring up number 19, Alyssa Garcia, right fielder. Garcia's 0 for 2 on the day. Garcia take a strike. I'm going to start loading up, because I have a feeling, as the song goes. Dribbled over to Gricius. Gricius over to first. I don't know. That might have been an error on the first baseman. Yeah, Trombley. So runner safe. So runners on the corners for Ruthless. That'll bring the top of the order, Ashlyn Porter, center fielder, up to the plate. Porter will take a strike. Hacks that foul down first base line. Out of play. 1-2. Porter fouls that back. We're kind of check swings in over to Trombley. Trombley a step on first. And that'll be 3 down. So after 6.5 innings of play, Ruthless got 2 more in that innings. Lead 5-1 against the Stars. You're watching Colorado Stars softball. We're live on YouTube and Facebook today. Matt Fiero hanging out with you. Trying to get myself prepared here. I can feel some sprinkles coming my way, so I'm just kind of tidying up the broadcast booth for a quick departure. Because weather is moving in for sure. I don't know. Number 17, Delaney Granger stepping in to start us off here in the bottom of the 7th. It's do or die time for the Colorado Stars, who trail 5-1. Now I'm done. Off the bat says blue. Foul ball. Nice hit. Line drive back to the pitcher. Gonzales snags that one out of the air. 1 down. I'll bring up Addie Osborne, number 3, with 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Getting all 7 in today, folks. As Addie fouls that back at the screen. 1-2's the count. As the raindrops increase. Addie pops out a mile high. Right fielder under it. Makes the play. That's Garcia Alyssa, number 19 in right field. And that'll be 2 away. Final out here for the Stars. Number 42, hopefully not, Olivia Trombley. Time is called. Ball up. Strike on the outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Strike swinging. Full count. Fouled out. We'll do it all over again. Rain's starting to come down here in Denver, Colorado. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the Stars. They dropped this one 5-1 against the Ruthless. They go 1-2 on the day in pool play. And we'll figure out the games for tomorrow. But I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Thank you very much for joining me in the 3 pool play games. So I'm Matt Fierro. We'll see you next time. Stay tuned. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you're notified of everything that comes across on the channel. Take care, everybody. We'll see you later.